that was good. We came and did what we had to do. I thought that team fought. We knew they would. I think Shane and does a great job. I think Gus always has done a great job. Those defenses play hard. They're physical, and they never batted an eye. They were in it till the end and fought us. So credit to them. I would highlight our defense first. I mean, there again, this is, whatever it is, 10 quarters without allowing a touchdown. 3 last games in the second half, we're not allowing it. So, man, we are, we talk about all the time, limiting points, play physical style, shut down the run. We were able to do that. We knew Jonathan Taylor was going to be the guy we needed to shut down. We did that. They quarterback runs, they got us on a couple, but for overall, we did what we needed to do, and we kept them out of that game. Offense, so much of it was really the way it went down early in the game. We were able to kind of get that lead. 2 of those drives went down and scored touchdowns, which was big, and then just kind of kept them at arm's length to where they couldn't quite get to us. And a lot of that was field position. We talked about going in the game. Field position was going to be big. We were going to lean on Jack Fox, and boy, he came through for us. What a monster day, pinning those guys inside the 20 numerous times. So overall team effort, good win. That's 10, and now we got to get ready for Chicago in a short week back home.
Just what about the red zone? You guys I think you've been great all year. The red zone, those were actually 2 key stops.
Mm-hmm.
And just what's it been about that part of your defense, that short area that's been really so good this year?
Well, look, when you talk about good red zone offenses, they run the ball. The red zone offenses that are probably top 5, all of them can run the football, and that's what you have to be able to do. And then you can play past all that. We shut down the run. We're really good at shutting down the run. So it starts there. But the amount of detail that goes into what we do, AG every week, the plan is good. It's something we talk about. It's something we preach. We know it's got to be part of our DNA. No different than stopping the run is not allowing points, which means you better be good in the red zone. So I think it's all encompassing. Coaches do a great job. And then our guys are they're taking it to heart, and we're applying pressure,
Richardson does a runner coming out in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Start to shut that down.
Well, look, there is nothing easy about that, and you get so many reps live during the week, and I say live, it's not like we're tackling, but full speed to get a look at it. And then you get in there, you gain the numbers back when the quarterback's a runner, right? You get a 1-for-1. There is no more extra man in the box, things like that. So if one person misfits the run, you get hurt. And, that happened early in the game. Just a couple, one play here, one player here, one player here. We didn't quite fit it right, and all of a sudden they're on you. And they get, he gets a 10-yard run, explosive run, something like that. So once we kind of calm down, talk about it, this is what we got to do. We were able to settle down and get it done, get it taken care of. And so it was really as simple as that, man, just handling your business. It doesn't mean there's anything easy about it. I mean, this guy's a load. And with Jonathan back there, with the option of that and then his ability to push it down the field, we, did what we had to do. So, we asked a lot of our defense today, and they did a great job. Look, I do think there again, it starts with AG and that staff, and then those players, man. We've been around each other long enough. They've been around each other to know exactly what we're looking for. We have an identity about us. We know the critical factors as it pertains to winning, and those guys take that stuff serious. And so, and we take next man up serious. Those guys know. It's why we, in practice, those guys get real reps. We don't just not let some of the next man up get in there and get real reps with our guys, and that's what we've been able to do. And then I think we play pretty complimentary, football, really. It's and I think that's a sign of a pretty good team is when defense needs it, the offense shows up and vice versa, and special teams is the great counterbalance for us and has really helped us out when we need it. So, it's just we're playing good defense right now. And look, I would say that we got a bunch of guys that are, they're pretty gritty guys, man. They play hard. They run, they hit. They're pretty smart guys. And they do what we ask them to do. And they go all out doing it. So normally you'll always have a chance to play pretty good when you have guys that'll do that.
You got a quick turnaround for the Thursday game, and you got a few injuries now. Just where your depth is really going to be tested.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. You know, so much of this, I'm not going to know really. You know, the four, obviously Leaf and David Montgomery, Deck was able to come back out, but then we pulled him again late. And Carlton. So, I don't know. I feel okay about three of those guys. Leaf could be a little bit more serious, but even with that doesn't mean any of those guys are going to be ready for Thursday. So I just don't know. So yeah, it'll. But look, I don't know Chicago's deal yet. I don't know what they're dealing with, but I'm sure they've got injuries. Everybody's got them, and the league doesn't care. They do the schedule, and we play this, and we roll. And then 7 days later we got Green Bay. So be it, man. And that's the way it rolls. And we'll be ready. We'll have our unit ready to go Thursday, back home, Thanksgiving, division opponent, and we'll be locked in and ready to roll.
You guys are really successful on third and medium and long rushes. I think better than anybody in the league at it. Like, how do you know when to pull that trigger, even when teams kind of expect that from you guys in the moment?
I just look. I give Ben a lot of credit. Ben looks at a number of things. As it pertains to that run and pass, and what gives us the best chance to have success, and I think it kind of starts there, and that's another one of those things. It's a mentality. It's kind of one of the things we do here, and if we really believe we can do it and get it, we'll do it. And it's really not just a throwaway for us. Like, we really believe if we're going to call it on 3rd and 7, we're going to get the first, or 3rd and 8, or whatever it is. I mean, that's but it's been good for us. It's a curveball, right? It's a changeup, and so it's paying dividends for us.
You know, going to talk about that 10 big historical context that hasn't been done in 90 years. Is the word history getting numb to it all, or you just so locked in on what you're doing at this moment? You might not even take the time to think about that. Getting started 10-1, first time in 90 years. What does that mean?
Yeah, I think we're so locked in and the here and now, and that it's hard to. It's a little bit like last year, man. You get through it, and then maybe you can take a breath and turn around and look behind you and see what you did. But right now, we're just going. We're rolling. The one that I was, because I did read this morning, was about, wins on the road, and I don't know what we are, 5-0, 6-0 this year, whatever. But it gave me a flashback to 22, and at that point we were 0-11-1 on the road, 0-11-1, and just thinking about that, and now I think we're 16-5 since then, and just that group of guys. I said something in the locker room about it, and looking at Golf and Frank and Deck and Sewell and Aleem and Saint, and it's like, man, you remember that. But all of those guys are responsible for the flip. Everybody that's in that locker room is responsible for it. And, it says a lot. If you can win on the road, you're normally a pretty good team, and we can win on the road. And anyway, we're in a good place, and we're just playing ball, trying to get the next win. And this one is going to be huge. The division opponent. It's a big one. You can sit around here and, that's great. Win another one, we're all happy. But you lose a division game, and all of a sudden, man, it doesn't feel real good. And Minnesota and Green Bay are just sitting right there, and Chicago's not out of this either. So this is a big week. Yeah, I don't feel like that was. I guess I didn't put really any stock in it, Dave. I didn't. That doesn't shock me. Like, I think he could take a load, like David can. And no matter if you didn't have one or the other, you're still gonna use somebody just to kind of take some of the load off of those guys. But I thought he did a good job, man. Those were some hard yards he got in there, and so that was good to see. But I'm not surprised. I'm really not. Okay. Really?
Yeah, 5 minutes left.